Today, I'm slow stitching. Some assembly required. In honor of the very end of Mindful March, I've decided to finally figure out how to do this slow stitching thing that I've been seeing around on the internet. Basically, it's like a relaxing, meditative combination of appliqué and embroidery and like sashiko embroidery stitching. It seems really fun, and I've seen some pictures of it looking really cool. I don't know how to do it at all, so I thought what I would do is make some little samplers and see if I can find some stitches that I like and things that I don't like, that when I do an actual piece that I want to turn out well, I'll like it. So let me try some things out. So of course I started with this. I have a strange assortment of fabric in my fabric stash. They're all kind of weird. None of them really go together. So I was going for eclectic, but I don't like it. So I don't like it, first of all. And second of all, this green fabric is like Kevlar. It's so hard to sew. It is so tightly woven that it's miserable. So I'm not going to do this one. Maybe someday I'll come back to it, except I don't really like it that much, so I probably won't. Maybe I will start with something a little bit more simple. So here is what I'm using to figure out this whole slow stitching thing. I think it has potential, but I think there might be a little bit of learning that I need to do first. So here I have 3 pieces of fabric from my eclectic fabric stash. So I'm just going to use this as a tester and sort of a demo. I'm going to put a little square and a little rectangle, just overlapping them a little bit. I'm using fabric that clashes, but in a matchy kind of way. I will just pin it down. Now it's at least stuck there. So what I like to do is, I think that a full embroidery floss thickness is a little bit thick. Personally, you could go with just a regular strand of embroidery floss, but what I like to do is split them in half. And I will show you my secret way of doing this, but you have to promise not to laugh too hard and hurt yourself. So this embroidery floss is made of 6 individual little strands of string. So I separate it into 3 and 3, and here comes the dumb part. So you hold part of it in your mouth and then unzip it with the other hand. So and every once in a while it gets a little tangled, so pinch it here and then unzip it again. Ta-da! Yes, so it's weird, but it totally works and it doesn't all tangle up, so that's a lot more relaxing. So I'm going to use sort of a green, maybe a little purple. I've got a light pink, but I think that that's a little bland, so I might also use this darker pink. Then of course I have scissors. It's sort of a fat needle. It's wide enough in the eye so that I can thread the embroidery floss without losing my mind. So let me set up and I will show you a couple little tricks that I've figured out. So the first thing that you need is a knot at the end of your string. It doesn't have to be a super complicated knot, just a little bit so that your thread does not come rushing through. Then, another thing that makes this different from regular embroidery is that you don't need to put it in an embroidery hoop. It is in fact easier out of the embroidery hoop because you can like bunch up your stitches and do a couple at a time, which I prefer because, you know, it's faster. So I'll start here, and there will be my knot. Now, the nice thing about this kind of embroidery is when all of your stitches are kind of even. So you just figure out how long you want them. So in, and then you go under a little bit, out again, try to keep them kind of even. I mean, they're never going to be, well, for me, they're never going to be perfectly even. But you might be able to. And every once in a while, you pull them through. Pull, pull, pull. There. And that's all there is to it. Then you just keep on going. I'm going to do this part and then maybe do a different stitch on here just to see how it looks. Every once in a while, I like to tie a little knot in the back so I don't pull too hard by mistake and squish my stitches up. Also, I like to go from right to left, so every time I switch rows, instead of having it this way, I'll turn it back over so that I can go. I find it easier to just go in one direction. But that is another thing that you might find that you like or you don't like. So, let's keep going. So, as I was saying, I try to make the stitches sort of evenly spaced and similarly sized. I don't always 100% get there, but it still looks kind of nice trying to make them similar. Ta-da! See? If you try to make them kind of even, it averages out, and it looks kind of nice when you do a lot of stitches across the whole thing. Now, I use this pink thread and I will make some kind of stitching on here. I don't want to go too crazy. Maybe I'll go this way and then this way and then this way. It might look nice. Ta-da! So that is what I've learned about slow stitching. I really like it. I feel like the less fussy you make it, the more relaxing it is. So that is why I'm using just very basic sort of plain stitches. It works out. If you like to embroider, you could probably use something a little fancier. I also made these two as I was exploring, so I've got this guy with different sorts of stitches. I'm not really sure about the French knots, but I thought I would try them out. You never know when you might need a French knot. And here's another one with different sorts of stitches. Pretty cool. I feel like you could display them in a couple different ways. You could use like plain little canvases, stretch them over the back, something like that. Or you could use an embroidery hoop, stretch them however you want, trim the back all the way around, obviously, and you could display them like this. Now, for my next video, I would like to do a series where I make different fruits with fabric and slow stitching, and I think that it will look really cool. It looks awesome in my sketches, and I'm excited to try it. So if you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you like this kind of video and you are not subscribed yet, you can do that right underneath. And make sure you click the all notifications button so you don't miss the fruit. It's going to be fantastic. New videos come out on Tuesdays and Saturdays, so stay tuned, and until the next one, be awesome. And I'll see you then. Bye!